The dignitaries on the dais, delegates came all over the country, and all the ladies and gentlemen. Man's basic have the maintenance of good health, and when it should be attained back when it is having some problem. It doesn't matter that how long he lives, it means how healthy he made the life. Relief of symptom is not a cure. Drugs can relieve the pain and give only temporary relief. Hence, the conventional system of medicine has attained the title of disease care, not the health care. All the available healthcare system in the country is incomplete, and it has their own system's own limitations. It can provide the maximum benefit to the sufferer, and this is lifestyle is the answer for all this treatment for all these diseases. Age-old traditional system of naturopathy and yoga is healing-oriented medicine, and it is account of whole person and body, mind and soul. The relation between the practitioner and patient is well defined here, and with the appropriate treatment methods and all our treatment modalities, we are treating with the help of correcting the lifestyle. By realizing the need of the society, this lifestyle system is very much needed. Our Reverend President has organized the second national conference on naturopathy and yoga based on the lifestyle. And it will be a great help for the society, and it will be a historical milestone in the history of not only naturopathy and yoga, and also in the healthcare system. So our Reverend President Hegdeji, even though he is not a medical scientist, by his intuition and commitment, he started this naturopathy and yoga, which is very much affordable to people of the country, and it has grown to almost 1,000-bedded hospital in India. And by seeing the success of these hospitals in the beginning itself, he wanted to have the College of Naturopathy and Yogic Sciences. Today, we have about 35 colleges in the country which is offering the naturopathy and yoga courses. Because I always say this, so all BAMS or MBBS or any curriculum of this medical discipline has started by somebody, we don't know who has started. But we are evident here. Our president is there in front of us who started this BNYS, so 4-letter medical degree to the medical curriculum. And he is also not has started this whenever our difficult times, whenever the government problem is there. He is wholeheartedly supported us that all our naturopaths should agree, and we are having very much gratitude on his work, his hard work. And once the clinical practice started in the hospital, and academic growth also started, and it has reached to the stage where it is can be developed to the larger extent, he started encouraging us that you should make this as an evidence-based medicine. My friends are here, all the researchers. Every time he bothered about once you make the system evidence-based, then only people of the country will accept. And he was telling, so this should be marketed in the foreign market, and it should be convinced to the medical scientists, then only our system will go to the heights. That was his words always. So by keeping these words, we have started a small research lab in 2010, and now we are proudly say, with the support of all the medical scientists, we are able to publish more than 60 papers in good journals. And along with that, we have applied for the Center for Excellence in 2012, and I am very happy to say, Government of India, Ministry of Ayush, has granted us Center for Excellence to only for the research and to make it as an advanced research center in the country, and work is under progress. And already we are almost completing the 1 year of period, and it has come to the very good shape, and this will be greatly helping the system of naturopathy. And this conference is specially organized to make a concrete protocol for all these systems and how disease to be treated in mainly of 3 diseases. Today, our naturopathy fraternity is extremely happy to have this conference under the chief patronage of our Reverend President. See, one real thing I want to share it with you. So whenever we go for some development, our President never make any hindrances. He will encourage, you do it. So he will not ask any questions regarding the development. That's why I am saying, all of you, our institution is led to this heights only because of his inspiration and only because of his guidance. So he never discouraged us in any development. Whenever we go with something, he will give his own ideas, his own development, so his own thinking, and it will be supported by him. So that's why all our activities, either moral education unit or our PPP program or our inpatient hospitals, everything reached to the greater heights because of his inspiration. And so on this occasion, I welcome for this great function today, because most of our naturopaths are here from all over the country, and I am very thankful to him for agreeing him for this function to become a chief patron and to preside over this function. Garland.
Executive Chairman of SDM Conference of Naturopathy, to welcome our beloved President Puja Dr. D. Virendra Hegde ji. And I request Dr. JZ and Dr. Babina.
And Family Welfare of the state. And she is also Developmental Commissioner of the state and very senior officer who has served our state more than 33 decades. And she is happily agreed to come as a chief guest for the function. And she is here with us. And I welcome her on behalf of this function.
I request Dr. Geeta B. Shetty, Professor and Dean of Division of Nutrition and Physical Therapeutics, to kindly welcome.
Madam, who is an IFS officer, she has served not only in government of Karnataka, she has served in the government of India, especially in the Ministry of Ayush. And she is well-known botanist, and she knows most of the herbal things which we are using in the system. So she is a dynamic officer. I know within a short span of time, she has made a lot of changes in the Department of Ayush. She brought the transparency in the Department of Ayush. She is happily agreed to come as a chief guest for this function. I, on behalf of all of you, welcome you, madam.
I request Dr. Vanita Shetty to kindly welcome Ms. Meenakshi Negi, Commissioner of Government of Karnataka, with the floral welcome.
He is Dr. Wolf Gaur, and who has come from Johannesburg University, Germany, and we started one MOU with Johannesburg University. So he is as a representative of that university. He has come only to attend this program and to have MOU with us. And we are going to have MOU regarding the education, exchange of education and the treatment with them. So already we had 2-3 discussions. So for this purpose he has come here. So I, on behalf of all of you, welcome him for this function.
I request Dr. Shiv Prasad Shetty, Professor and Dean of Division of Yoga, to welcome Professor Dr. Ulf Gams Kalon.
Former Secretary of SDM Society. So all our activities behind, one great energy is working in our SDM Society, that is Dr. B. Yashovarma. So whenever we go with some ideas, so he will encourage us, he will give the correct guidelines, how to proceed, how to make it, either in academics or organizing this kind of programs or any public camps. Whenever we put some ideas to him, he will happily agree with us and he will make it more disciplined, more scientific, and because of this, he is one of the cause to grow the research in this college. So I, on behalf of all of you, welcome you, sir.
I request Dr. Shashikant Jain, Director of SDM Yoga and Moral Education, to welcome Dr. B. Yasho Verma, Secretary of SDM.
To invite and welcome our own friend, my classmate, Dr. Naveen KV, who is also President of Indian Naturopathy and Yoga Graduates Association.
I request Dr. Nandish, Assistant Professor, SDM College of Naturopathy Yogic Sciences, to welcome Dr. Naveen KV, President.
Who is also alumni of our college. Dr. Manjunath, who is the Research Director of SDM University. He is here with us. I welcome him on behalf of all of you.
I request Mr. Balakrishna Shetty, Assistant Professor, Department of Biochemistry, to welcome Dr. Manjunath.
I take this opportunity to recognize Dr. Rudrappa, founder, CMO and professor of our college, Dr. Srinivas Reddy, who is a former joint director of Ayush, Government of Karnataka. I also take the opportunity to welcome and honor Dr. Babu Joseph, who is the director of NIN, to welcome Dr. Babina, who is CMO of Jindal Hospital. And I also take the opportunity to welcome and recognize very big spa company. And I welcome the students of Alvas College of Naturopathy and Yogic Sciences. I also welcome the students of SDM University. I also welcome the students of Government College of Naturopathy Medical College, Mysore. And I also welcome the Government College, students of Government College, Andhra Pradesh, Hyderabad. And I also take the opportunity to welcome the Madegowda College of Naturopathy and Yogic Sciences. And I also take the opportunity to welcome and honor the students of Tapovana Medical College of Naturopathy and Yogic Sciences. And I also take the opportunity to welcome the JSS College of Naturopathy and Yogic Sciences. And I also take the opportunity to welcome the students of Nanda College of Naturopathy and Yogic Sciences. And I also take the opportunity to welcome the Excel College of Naturopathy and Yogic Sciences. I also take the opportunity to welcome the Anna College of Naturopathy and Yogic Sciences. And I also take the opportunity to welcome the Guntur College of Naturopathy and Yogic Sciences. And I take the opportunity to welcome the students of Mahavir College of Naturopathy and Yogic Sciences. I also take the opportunity to welcome the Vadodara College of Naturopathy and Yogic Sciences. So I think our President will be very surprised to hear all these naturopathy colleges, because they started in the country because of his intuition and commitment. I personally welcome all the principals of these colleges, faculty members who have come all the way from different states. I welcome them on behalf of our college and our society. And I also take the opportunity to welcome all our alumni of the college, because many alumni I can see. I don't want to mention their name, time is not sufficient, but still I welcome heartily for their arrival here, their inspiration, and always they support us by sending the students, patients, and all these things. I wholeheartedly welcome everyone. And I also take the opportunity to welcome the press and media people, because I always say, because of press and media, naturopathy has come up to this level. Their support is always, we have seen, either TV, electronic media, print media. Personally, I welcome all of you for this function. And finally, my staffs and students who have taken the shoulder responsibility to organize this function from last 2 months. So I welcome
Executive Chairman of today's conference to present the overview of the...
It's my privilege to be here today. I've been here countless number of times, but I am very excited like any of the students here, because it's my first ever conference at this place. So with that, with our respects to Pujya Hegdeji and today's chief guest and guest of honors on the dais, the secretaries of the society and the hospital, and my fellow friends, and the faculty from all the colleges, the delegates, and my dear students. SDM is a name which is synonymous with yoga and naturopathy in this country, and increasingly for over a decade, a synonymous name across the world. It always gives us a pleasure to recognize, acknowledge, and feel very proud of the fact that everything that is there to count on in yoga and naturopathy as a system of medicine, it started here. So this is the melting point of yoga and naturopathy. And today, for all of us to be here commemorating this 30 years of college, which took 30 years to produce 30 other colleges for this college. But as Dr. Prashant said, Pujya Hegadeji stood with us. There were such lean periods that anyone would have said pause. But then he didn't give up, and which is why we are here with 35 colleges and over 5,000 graduates practicing across the world in various domains and fields, from a wide spectrum of wellness to integrative medicine. And over 4,000 students. There were a few hundreds of students sometimes, but today there are over 4,000 students from these 33 colleges studying. And in Karnataka, we in fact have more intake strength than some of the Ayurveda colleges. 120 per year is unprecedented. At some point of time, the entire college strength would be 120. And today, to have 120 students per batch in several colleges in itself is a huge milestone and the landmark of the growth of this system. And I am very humbled to represent this 9,000 plus community of yoga and naturopathy professionals. We founded this association called Indian Naturopathy and Yoga Graduate Medical Association right here in Vasant Mahal at Dharmasthala in the presence and blessings of Guru Hegadeji in the year 1994. So we are 25th year of this association, and this is a great beginning for commemorating this year with this second national conference at its melting point. Conferences are celebration of academic achievements and of academicians for all the work that they put in, and to exchange those ideas and go back with renewed interest, motivation, strength, and maybe some leads for funding to go back and do more work. And this conference is a very unique conference in that sense, that to me, as Dr. Prashant Shetty said, that while we are inching towards completing a first year of momentous, very uniquely distinguished recognition of Center for Excellence for this institution, we want to see this 2 days as academic launch of this Center for Excellence. So in other words, for us in the community, this is to celebrate that academic excellence that we have done, achieved so far, and to take stock that what is that is expected from us, from the government and from the community at large, and to deliver on that, and how do we really stand up to the caliber of Center for Excellence. And by the end of this, for 3 years, we want to really be there and be counted in the world map. Center for Excellence is one of its kind. We are very proud to say that even amongst other Ayush systems, Government of India has never been able to recognize and award a quantum of close to 10 crore rupees, about 9 crore rupees to one Center for Excellence. It's always been fractured, negotiated, and in and around 3 to 6 crores is a Center for Excellence grant. And for us, recognizing the 30-year work of the largest infrastructure, the largest college, and one of the largest and most significantly recognized academic achievements, gets us one of the uniquely funded Center for Excellence, where there is a funding for infrastructure, new lab, state-of-the-art preventive cardiology lab, autonomic function testing lab, and so on and so forth. So this is going to be a model institution across the world. While this institution has achieved the milestone of infrastructure, number of students, and it's about 7 batches that we have got MD from this institution. Most of these colleges whose principal and faculty are our own MD students working in all of these colleges, about 70 of them. And currently we have 45 of them sitting here pursuing their MD, where our strength is 65. And there are such 4 or 5 colleges offering MD. And today I'm very happy for this academic launch. We have our own alumni, about close to 12 or 15 BNYs who pursued PhD are here to mentor the team of Center for Excellence so that we deliberate and come up with one of the finest projects that we can ever achieve. All of that is very important for us because at a time when we started yoga and naturopathy, we knew how important it is in future healthcare. But we had to wait for disease demography to change. Way back in 1989, the incidences of lifestyle disease was not such confronting to the medical community. So it was still thought that the medication and surgical intervention can still be the mainstay. But now increasingly, with every passing year, the medical community across the world woke up to the fact that the lifestyle disease needs lifestyle medicine. And currently, in the parlance of medical healthcare platter, lifestyle intervention is a combination of clinical psychology, clinical nutrition, and clinical physiotherapy. And today, India leads and wakes up to the fact that Indian medicine does a better job of all these 3 disciplines put together. And that is how Ayush has got the focus and with a separate ministry in Government of India in the last 5 years in this government. But of all that, yoga and naturopathy becomes the most ideal candidate for integration as part of lifestyle intervention, simply because we do not have any internal medication. So hence there is no drug-drug or drug-herb interaction and is readily integratable. So if the world is talking about integrative medicine, it's going to be yoga and naturopathy. Not Ayurveda, not Unani, not Siddha, not homeopathy. It's going to be yoga and naturopathy. So the challenge is, as always Pujya Gireji says, that are we up for the challenge? As the demand grows, the disease demography changes, are we as community and professionals ready to serve, deliver, and be counted? And today, we are very happy that we are here to do that kind of manthan for 2 days, and really come up with a plan that each one of us, from now on, feel this intense of academic development and achieve to the 3 important goals that any scientific community look towards in a healthcare system: evidence-based medicine, evidence-based teaching. For me, I've been talking about it in recent years. Evidence-based teaching is so much more important. We talk about do research, generate research evidence, but as each one of us who study in these colleges should get the culminated abstract of that research. So evidence-based teaching, so in that sense, faculty development program becomes a finest refinement of that model under Center for Excellence. So, and of course, generate hardcore scientifically evaluated evidence. So become a melting point of all the key core evidence generation, demonstrate evidence-based teaching, and then demonstrate in close to 1,000 beds across group of hospitals. Now we have to say SDM group of hospitals. There are in 3 or 4 locations coming up where we can demonstrate evidence-based medicine. So with this grand vision, we are here, and I'm very, very delighted to be part of this Center for Excellence. I've always been delighted to be part of SDM's progress and achievements, and I welcome all of you, particularly the faculty and students. Embrace the work of all our MDs and PhDs who are our alumni. The conference structure this time is very, very different. We don't have stalwarts coming and giving us a motivational speech. Our own faculty will be deliberating on evidence summary and be deliberating on research protocol that's going to be executed here. So in many sense, it's a closed door, intensive academic exercise, and I welcome each one of you for that feast. Thank you very much.